Welcome back, Lelanders, to another Halloween edition of Clone Evolution. Sorry for yelling into the mic. I can see I'm redlining. Alright, so how is everyone doing tonight? I guess no one's here yet, but when you get here, tell me. Now, today is a pretty wild day. I got some good news about my travel vlog. Semi-good news about my convention video from Fan Expo. What else do we got in good news? I survived another week of work. Saying everything in reverse. It was that good. No, when I go to work, we have to take some machinery or mowers in and out of the back of a truck because we're using a bigger trailer in order to fit a whole shitload of leaves. Hey, Fatty Kuka. Welcome back to the chat. So anyways, when I'm carrying the machinery in and out, it's not really designed for carrying it in and out, and there's a bunch of trailer hitches around, and I've damaged my legs really bad smashing it off trailers before, so I usually try to stay clear of it. I'm like, fuck, keep that trailer away from me so I don't smash it into my legs again. But we have to go closer to it now because we're loading the machinery in and out, like, repeatedly. So what do you know? First thing first. We're doing the first job, and I'm tired and not really paying attention, carrying the machinery in and out, and smashed my fucking shin off the trailer. And the trailer's got this little lever that sticks out for a jack that doesn't even do anything. So I kind of wish it wasn't on the trailer, because we got two jacks on it, one that we actually use and one that we never use. So anyways, I smashed my fucking shin off of on the handle on the jack. Oh man, it hurt so bad I could barely walk for like a half an hour. And then when I got home today and checked my shin, I got like a fucking welt the size of a golf ball on my shin bone. And I managed to hit it 3 times today. So who knows, maybe the welt wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't repeatedly do it. Now each case was slightly different. Another case, I was moving my uncle today, and his wheelchair happened to have like very, very poor design as well. Expensive design. And yeah, it's got this piece that sticks out shin level, so when I'm moving him out in the chair, fucking smash right off my shin. Well, it's not too bad. At least I didn't break anything, as far as I know. So it was an exciting day. Hope everyone else had a good day at work. Who do we got? Suki's active today in the Discord, but she's not active in the game. If I had to guess, she's been playing that new game that Legions has been playing. Sounds like a pretty cool game. I might actually try it out after we're done Clone Evolution. And we're getting closer and closer to done. What I mean by done is getting my decent team made, and once it's complete, then yeah. Well, we got some more bad news. Remember how I was talking about the Hunger Games, the Hunger Games, the Hunger Games? I fucking forgot to bet twice in the last Hunger Games. Even the last round, which I was like telling everyone, don't forget to bet on it. Well, guess what happened to me? I didn't bet on it. So I don't know if the Clone Evolution, the game developers want to like try to actually change the game to make people not quit. One of the main reasons I was going to quit the game before is because I was always losing the bets on Hunger Games, like picking the bad winner because they don't line the teams up, so you can't see who's competing against who with what teams without like writing it down. And the other part is they don't do notifications for when the Hunger Games is ending. They need a little red dot above it saying, hey, you haven't fucking bet on the event yet. You better do it. It's going to be counting down. So yeah, if they want to stop people from quitting the game, that'd be one of the features to change. I know on the Discord page, the official one for Clone Evolution, they got a place where you could submit ideas. So if any players want to help submit that as an idea, that'd be great. Or viewers. Because yeah, I'm probably going to quit the game, and one of the main reasons will be is because I keep missing out on the Hunger Games bets. I know it's ironic because before I hated it so much, that's why I was going to quit it. So yeah, I'd have to rank that as like my top 3 reasons I will one day quit Clone Evolution. One of the top 3 is they don't have a red dot here for that. The other top 3 is they don't have a lock button for the casino. So when you pick who you want on the casino, you can accidentally hit refresh and lose all your fucking spins that you did. So yeah, I'd put those 2 in the top 3. I don't know, what is everyone else's top 3 reasons they'd quit Clone Evolution? I know these reasons are kind of just my own stupidity. But yeah, it's still a reason. Stupid people are people too. Oh god. No, I shouldn't say stupid. It's more just my bad memory. I shouldn't make fun of being stupid, because I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people really do have issues with being stupid. Not everyone's born smart, sadly. No, it's not really fair. Oh, fuck, man. I should have let that build up. That's what she said. Alright, enough with those he said, she said jokes. I promised never to do them again. No, what I was thinking today was good news, because what else was there? Oh yeah, the Fan Expo video. So I've been processing it for like the past 2 days, a video that's already complete, and I forgot that it was going to trigger a whole bunch of copyright strike warnings, because part of the convention is like this big costume contest. They call it a masquerade. And what happens is people go on stage, they show off their costumes, but they often play music. So I forgot that. I'm like, fuck, man. So when it came up with the copyright strikes, luckily I didn't publish it yet, so it gives you the option to remove the songs. So I'm doing that. But what really sucks is they gave me a list of like 7 songs that had to get removed, and they make you remove one, re-render the whole video, remove another one, re-render the whole video. So I've been re-rendering this video like 7 times now. It's fucking annoying as hell, because it usually takes like 2 hours to re-render. So I have to like leave the computer on, come back in 2 hours and check, and then start the next re-rendering. If I had to offer advice to YouTube on how to fix that problem, offer like, you know how when you click a task on a computer, and if it's a repetitive task, they'll ask, would you like to do this option for all the options, instead of having to like manually click each one over and over. So that's what, if anyone wants to submit to YouTube. I know the YouTube page for submissions is only open to content creators, so unless you're a YouTube creator, you probably won't be able to offer that as a suggestion, but just in case anyone is, or anyone else is. I always find it weird that I'm actually a content creator. Alright, there we go. Finally, some good jewels. So I know, that's one thing in life I gotta try to focus more on. Less bitching about stuff and just finding solutions. Because that's really the manly way to live. The bitch way to live is just to bitch and complain all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's definitely a lot of hot bitches. Alright, gotta get my mind out of the gutter and back to Clone Evolution. Alright, let's do these. Now today's goal for the show is to try to finish the casino off. And looks like we will not have enough spins. Let's check. Hey Gusto, how's it going, man? Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get 800 fucking DNA. That'll push us up to level 29. So we'll be 1 level away from completing all DNA levels for all of our base team. So that means that all of our other sub teams will also have full DNA. Or sub heroes, not teams. But basically, yeah, everyone linked in the Darwin lab will have full DNA. That'll be sweet. Oh, fuck, man. I was just touching my shin. Fuck, man. What a welt. Alright, so let's see. How many spins do we need? Can anyone calculate how many casino tokens do I need to buy to finish this? I want to finish it quick. Yeah, fuck, man. There's still an hour, so we'll just be doing regular ones. 35. Let's try a few more. See how much that gets us. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I put it to, what is it? Catholic Hero. But what I should have done is put it on Rock God, because I need Rock God really bad. So I don't know why I put it on Catholic Hero. But we'll keep it on him since we already completed some of the spins and got a chip. And we will need one of him in the future, so it's not too bad. Oh fuck, they gave us the clone blueprint. That counts as using up our good luck. Son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright, so 262. If anyone in the chat wants to put how many casino tokens do I need to buy? If I had to guess, 8 is enough for 10 points. So we need 40 or 48 points. What is that? 6 So 6 times 8, 42. I don't know. Is 42 the right amount, or is my math way off? Alright, so the other good news I got from my travel vlog is I published a travel vlog of up north, in case anyone's been watching my other videos. And one of the guys that's wanted me to use his song for years and years about a gold mine video, I finally used his song for it. And the video itself didn't really get a lot of likes or views, maybe 100 for each. Pretty much on par with what I usually get for a video. Unless it's like a huge celebrity, then I get like 30,000. But yeah, unless it's something big and popular. So I kind of felt bad, so I was hoping, hey, maybe the people that watch the video up north would like his song enough that they would get the regular local radio station to play it for them. And you'll never guess what happened. I don't know who did it, one of the viewers or one of the people that watched the video, or like maybe just some station randomly did it, which I kind of doubt. But anyways, yeah, the biggest radio station up north, they played his song on the regular radio. And it's only what I've heard from people that live up there that they heard his song on the radio, so I'll have to confirm that they actually did, but as far as I know, so that's like a fucking miracle. It just goes to show you in life, like you sometimes underestimate what you can accomplish, but if you set the bar high, don't be surprised if you put the work in and you put the effort in. Be surprised what you can actually accomplish. So that at least made me happy. I was a little bit disappointed. Well, I wasn't disappointed. I was very realistic that a lot of my travel vlog videos really only get like, I don't know, 100 likes, or not likes, views. So I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, but fuck, man, do we buy the 3 red scrolls? Let's do it. I'm going to be fucking broke on purple jewels. Alright, I'll stop buying these for the meantime. That's kind of a waste. 2 bullets for 50. It's expensive. So yeah, what I was thinking too, one of my buddies that's in a band. Well, he was in a band for years and years, but then their band sort of fell apart. And now he's back in the band, and he was telling me that they're jamming again. I was like, idiot, why don't I ask him for help doing my Patreon song? So that's one of the messages I'll do after the show today. I'm going to ask him, like, hey guys, if I throw you some coin, could you help make me a song for my YouTube channel? And if they go for it, I think what I'll do is they're like mostly a heavy metal band. But what I'd like to do is take their song that they make for me and then send it to another friend of mine, Jake, who does the chiptunes, and do like a collaboration song. Because he's really good at taking songs and mixing it and then adding chiptunes to it, as far as I know. So that'd be pretty wild if I could get like a heavy metal patron song or channel song, and then get Jake to mix in some chiptunes, or maybe do a chiptune remix with just some heavy metal in it. We'll see how it works out. But I trust Jake with music because he makes some of my favorite music. So if he's on the project, I think it'll turn out really good. Yeah, and then overall, just to make sure that I do a part of it, I'll get the heavy metal mixed from one band, chiptunes mixed from another band, and then I'll add in the vocals. So I'll use my, video editing machine here, and do some of the actual vocal work for it. I don't know, what do you think? Can we beat this team? If we fucking lose to this team, I'll be livid. Alright, let's play it. We're so done for. Alright. Come on, I gotta be more optimistic here. I don't know, this Sea King with the red star, I think, what's his name? George is right. Like, I pretty much gave Sea King this red star, and he's pretty much useless. So I don't know, let's swap in him and see if that makes the difference. Fatty Kuka, he says 112. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Oh yeah, one of my other podcast guests, he shared a link with me today. He's the guy that ran against Arnold Schwarzenegger for governor of California. Anyways, he shared a link for me for a video. Damn, did he ever do a good video. It had a little bit to do with the ancient mystery stuff I've been researching, but it also talked about different rituals that like the global elite are doing. I was like, holy shit. Remember that whole sacrifice thing? He has a whole way he tied it into the Kobe Bryant crash. I don't know, I feel bad talking about it because I know a lot of people love Kobe. A lot of people hated Kobe, but yeah, I didn't even realize all the shit that he was involved with when it came to like the Illuminati and stuff. It's like, I don't know, I wouldn't hold it against them if they actually faked his death, or I shouldn't say faked it, but helped like keep him alive and didn't tell everyone. It's like, I don't know. Let's hope that's not what happened. But anyways, yeah, his video is mind-blowing. I should almost share it. Well, I'll be careful with how I share it because I'm pretty sure it's one of those videos where, man, you could borderline get your channel taken down for it. Alright, I think we got a victory. I wasn't watching there, but I'm pretty sure we did. Alright, I'll just go into my history. Try not to find any videos where I was watching boobs. Oh, I swear it wasn't me. It was a virus on my computer. Let's see. Where is his video? Hopefully it's not taken down already. No, he was telling me that he used to have a channel with like 1 million subs or whatever, or a lot. I guess I shouldn't quote 1 million, but yeah, his channel was taken down, so he had to start a new channel. I can see why it was taken down, man. He covers some of the most controversial shit I've ever seen. Oh, here it is. Oh fuck yeah, I can definitely not show this. Well, as long as I don't read the title of it. Alright, his channel is called Operation Terror, and this is what the video is called. So you can tell I can't read it aloud. Let me just make it a little bit bigger in case anyone wants to see it. Hopefully the algorithm isn't able to read text yet on the screen. So yeah, this ritual transformation. Dear God, what a video. Yeah, and he's got 42 likes on it. That's really good out of 715 views. He's only got 280 subscribers. I don't know, I can't recommend his channel enough. I know usually I don't speak highly of politicians, but as far as politicians go, he's got to be the coolest one I've ever met. I shouldn't say I didn't hate politicians either. I've got some friends that are politicians here locally. No, this one guy I knew, he was one of my old supervisors at my old job, and he does like comedian stuff on the side. I won't give his name, try not to get him into any trouble. I probably said too much already. But anyways, he was telling me like being a local politician is like the best job you can get. I'm like, why? And he's like, basically all you have to do is win the election, and once you win the election, you almost have no work. He's like, I shouldn't say, like his friends and family have gotten into this politician work before, and he's like, yeah, you win the election, you get the title, and he's like, literally you only have to go and sit in like one meeting a month, and you're looking at like a 6-figure salary. And I'm like, holy fuck, you don't even have to do anything? He's like, no, you can just go to these meetings and sleep if you want. I was like, what the fuck? That's how politics works? I should have had a feeling about that. Like, our local politicians, they really don't have to do anything. And they just make shitloads of money. So he's saying, yeah, it's one of the best gigs around if you can get it. I know, like, some politicians probably actually do work, so I don't want to say that all of them do that, but he's like, it's a very real possibility. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case too, right? It's like you win the election, you can basically just sit back and let the money roll in. You don't even really have to do anything. Yeah, man, it almost makes me want to get into politics, but no, I don't want the money that bad. Oh yeah, so the Fan Expo video, it's going to take forever to finish because I got to re-render it another 2 times. I don't even know if it'll be done by tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully if anyone likes costume contest stuff and masquerades, or what is it called, cosplay. I always used to call it costumes, so now it's cosplay. Alright, there we go. I guess it was always cosplay and I was just saying it wrong. Go figure. If there's a way to say it wrong, I'll find it. No, and I think the next video I got is Vern Troyer, or Mini-Me, which I'm thinking a lot of my audience is probably too young. They've never actually watched the Austin Power movies, but yeah, I'll have a video about Mini-Me. He was at the convention, got to film one of his speeches. His speech was cool. It was like us and Mini-Me, and it was only like a room that could fit maybe 100 people or something. So it was like a very small room, him up on a stage, and people could ask him questions. He would tell us stories. It was actually quite neat. And I can't remember any of it, so it'd be kind of neat to watch it again. Oh, the only part I remember is my brother was helping film. And I'm like, hey, man, like once Alice Cooper was also doing a stage presentation in the next room. And it held like thousands of people. So I'm like, man, once the Alice Cooper one starts, you got to leave, go film it. And I'll stay here and finish filming Mini-Me. So what happened was Mini-Me was up on stage doing his presentation, and all of a sudden my brother starts packing up to leave, and then Mini-Me got all offended. I think he said it jokingly, but in hindsight he probably was somewhat serious. He's like, what? Am I that boring? You're just getting up and leaving? I was like, jeez. And then my brother's like, no, man, I'm hired to film, and I got to go to the other room to film now. He's like, oh, okay. I don't know if that part's on the video. I hope it is. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, so big shout out to Mini-Me in heaven. I know he's passed since, and it's pretty sad. I wish life didn't have to be like that, eh? All good things always come to an end. It just makes it bittersweet. You got to enjoy it while it lasts, because, man, it's not lasting forever, that's for sure. Holy shit. Oh, Fatty Kuka. He was giving the number of how many tokens I need to buy. Are you sure it's 112? Seems like a lot. What did I calculate? 48? Holy fuck, way off. No, I was thinking because if you bought, what was it? You only need to burn 8 tokens in order to get 10 points. So if it was 10 tokens for everyone, it would be easier to calculate. But since it's 8 for every 10, then you don't really need that many. I don't know if you took that into consideration when you calculated 112, but I appreciate the number there. It's a start for me to figure it out. No, and I never actually watched the Alice Cooper one that my brother recorded, or did I? Now that I think about it. I remember a part of Alice Cooper's speech, so I must have watched it. Now, Alice Cooper was explaining how he picked the name for the band or whatever. I guess his name isn't really Alice Cooper, it's just the lead singer of the band, Alice Cooper. But he said when him and his band were like jamming and they were trying to come up with a band name, they're like, hey, let's pick the name of the nicest old lady that lived on his street. So that's what they did, is that there was a lady on the street named Alice Cooper, so they used her name as the band name. So if anyone's wondering how Alice Cooper came up with the band name, unless he was lying to us, which he seemed like a pretty honest guy. Could have been pulling our leg, I don't know. But what an interesting way to pick a band name if that's how he really did it. Oh yeah, and the other good news slash bad news is we're into November now. It's the 2nd. I'm sure everyone knows that. And I fucking only got 1 month left of sobriety from weed and booze. Less than a month now. And I still got a long list of shit I want to finish, so really got to put the hammer down and get more stuff done. Oh, speaking of getting stuff done, I managed to make it under 190 today. I weighed in at 189. This is the first time my weight actually went down in like a month, so I was like, finally, back in the right direction. I managed not to gain any weight while I was a little bit overeating in October. But I was working out like crazy and just like working like hell and doing the intermittent fasting. So I figured even though I was eating a little bit too much, at least I didn't pack on the weight. Hey, Warzard the Board Time Lord. He said he actually watched the Mount Cauldron video. It's a good one. Wow, man, thanks. Hey, Webcam HD. Thanks for the rude stream message. Welcome back. No, every time Webcam HD comes in, I have to specialize, or clarify. I do not promote their link, and if you want the ultimate sex machine, it's the Virtual Mate sex machine. It's for adults and men only, but if ladies need a sex machine, I'm doing over 100 sit-ups a day. No, my abs are slowly coming back into shape. No, that's some of the good news I got from the travel vlog, like the one that Warzard the Board Time Lord is talking about. To be honest, I didn't really like how the video turned out because I had in my mind how I wanted it to turn out, and I fucked up all the filming when I went to film, and I pretty much just threw it in storage because I'm like, fuck man, can't use this footage. I didn't get the scenes I wanted. But then we had the lockdowns, and I was like, man, I might never make it up north again. So it's like, I was like, fuck, man, if I got all this footage here, I might as well just try to edit it and do the best I can with what I got. So that's basically how the video turned out, with like a whole bunch of shots that I did not want to use. No, the problem was when I was filming, I hadn't watched travel vlogs before. Like, I filmed a lot of that in 2018. So I didn't realize that I needed a selfie stick to hold the camera farther away. So a lot of cases when I'm filming my face, it's like way too close up. So that really pissed me off. But the only thing I did like about that camcorder, I have to give it credit. What is it? See if I got it here. This camcorder has a fucking microphone that is a fucking amazing. Oh yeah, here it is. It's the Sony Zeus or whatever they call it. HD, high definition. The HDR CX240, 9.2 megapixel still camera. Wide angle lens. But anyways, whatever they did with the microphone on this, it is fucking unreal. Like, literally every time a car drove by, it's like, it was so loud. I was like, holy shit. Normally with my other like action cam mics, they never pick up car noise. They're not sensitive enough. So now when I see different travel vloggers talk about how they use Sony camcorders, I could see why now. Fucking microphone is amazing. Oh yeah, that was the other news I got from the travel vlog. Someone liked it so much, they're like, hey, can I help you make more? Like, I don't know if he worded it like that, but he's like, yeah, I really liked the video. How can I help you? And he was asking, like, what's the best way to donate money? So I was like, hey, if you want to, like, avoid... Yeah, the audio was really good for a camera mic. So, yeah, thanks, Warzar. I appreciate that. But anyways, yeah, he was like, how can I send money to help? And I realized, hey, instead of using Patreon or what's the other ways, through the Google Super Chats, if you want to send it to me directly and save all the fees and stuff, just use Interact e-Transfer or PayPal. Because PayPal, I think, has a tiny fee, but it's still like way smaller than the Google fees or Patreon fees. So anyways, fucking nice guy. He fucking sent $100. So I was like, holy shit, man. That like basically paid for my one way of my fucking bus ticket to make that video. So that was pretty sweet. I don't think I've got, well, I think someone else has donated $100 before for making Entropia videos, but still, that's up there for like the biggest donation I've gotten. And what a rush too, because when I was making that video, I didn't even think anyone was going to watch it, let alone someone would like it enough to donate $100. It's fucking mind blown. So that's like a real kick in the ass too. I'm like, man, I really got to start making more travel vlogs. I did get a few new mics to test out, but I'm thinking I might just stick with that Sony mic. I should have realized, because all my favorite travel vloggers, they all swear by the Sony camcorder. So I was like, must be something like Sony at one point had the best night vision. It was so good, they actually took it off the market because the military was complaining how good it was. So then they took their night vision off, and they don't have the best night vision anymore. But yeah, Sony's definitely got some fucking wild ass technology. Yeah, if I ever had to recommend like a camcorder, if like, that's one of the biggest issues when you start travel vlogging. A lot of times you'll record and you'll listen to the footage after. You'll be like, holy fuck, I can barely hear me. I can barely hear any of the guests I'm talking to on the street. But man, all of a sudden, if you switch to like a Sony camcorder, holy fuck. The microphone is mind-blowing. Yeah, and that's one of the biggest hurdles. Like, if you can get the sound issues worked out, man, you're halfway there. Because that's really a lot of the travel vlogs I've filmed. Fucking sound was just brutal. And my voice isn't very good for recording either, to say the least. I gotta try to speak clearly and articulate my vocabulary. Because, yeah, half the times you can't understand a fucking word I'm saying. Especially if I've been smoking weed. If I smoke weed, it makes the problem much, much worse. As you can probably tell from my previous episodes. Yeah, it's one of the things one of my friends that like quit smoking weed, or at least cuts back a lot from time to time. He admits the same thing. Like, when you get too carried away with doing weed all the time, it starts to hinder so many different things in your life. I know there are things that it enhances, like you can relax better and just like have fun playing video games all day that normally you might find really boring. Yeah, it's the one thing with weed. It makes really boring tasks a lot more entertaining because you're enjoying the buzz, and then all of a sudden those activities seem better. But at the same time, if you get involved in it too much, eventually it just starts to consume all your free time, and you'll start like canceling stuff that you normally would have did with other people because you're like, hey, I'll just stay home and smoke weed instead. It can be really sad if you waste your whole life just getting high all the time. But hey, to each their own. I know a lot of people that smoke weed all day got other like health issues or in a wheelchair or something, so there's definitely going to be circumstances where weed isn't as bad as I make it sound. It's one of those double-edged swords. It can be good or it can kill you. Alright, 2 arena challenges. Yeah, speaking of travel vlogs, one of the other ones I was watching today was Harold, and he's exploring Brazil again. Fuck, man, do I ever love Brazil. The more I watch Brazil, I'm like, man, I gotta learn how to speak Portuguese. It seems like there's a few people in Brazil that speak English. I shouldn't say, like, from what he's encountered in the video, but it definitely would help if you could speak Portuguese. That's why I was looking at that new Google phone. I don't know if anyone noticed, they've been advertising that they got the real-time translation for different languages. So that if I get into traveling to Brazil, that might be one of the things I got to focus on, is getting some sort of translation device. Sorry, Stella. I don't know, every time I see Lelanders, I'm like, oh, fresh meat. No, I'm just kidding. We could destroy them. Nah, that's what other guilds see when they see my name. They're like, oh, we can destroy Leland. Let's take him out. Now I'm going to start pronouncing my name Leyland. I don't know, that's the way my late grandma used to say it all the time. I really miss her. Oh, Dimitri. Holy fuck, he's level 335. And she used to always pronounce my name Leyland, and she was saying why, because that's the proper way to translate it, or how to say it, because she could speak Old English, and that's actually where my name comes from, is Old English. It means the meadow or meadowland, which I found that kind of interesting, because people use leylands, and a meadowland is basically flat land or straight land, so there is kind of like a connection there. That was the weirdest thing. I had a dream actually about my grandma last night. Probably because I was going to be talking about her on the show today. Oh fuck, man, this team will just destroy us. Alright, fuck that. No, the dream is I was over at my grandparents' old house, the one that they used to live in. Not the farmhouse, but one in the city. And when I was at the house, everything seemed normal. We're just like at a family occasion. Everyone's talking. Even both my late grandparents were there. My grandfather and my grandmother. Rest of my family. And everything seemed normal. And then all of a sudden in part of the dream, all of a sudden I realized that, hey man, my grandparents are dead. Like, what the fuck is going on here, right? So what did I do is in the dream, I turned to like someone in my family. I'm like, hey, give me the phone. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I'm going to test to make sure something's not weird going on. And they're like, what do you mean weird? And I'm like, something doesn't seem quite right here. And then they're like, we can't give you the phone. How did you find out what was weird? And then I'm like, well, it's because my grandparents are dead, right? Like, how come they're here in the living room with us, right? So yeah, that was a weird dream. And then it was the weirdest part of the dream too, is after I started telling people in the dream that I knew that something was weird, it was like the Matrix, where all of a sudden like someone took control of my grandfather and they're like, hey, you shouldn't be fucking around like this or whatever, right? Like, you're just supposed to be in the dream and not realize that something's weird. And they're like yelling at me, but they're controlling my grandfather. And then I was like, man, that was fucked. But in the dream, I'm like, hey, shut up. And I was like threatening to beat up my own grandfather. So that was a weird twist to the dream. So, hey, Old Stinger, how's it going? I don't know, has anyone else ever had dreams like that where you're in the dream and you realize something's not right? And then all of a sudden the people that are in the dream like turn against you? It's fucked up. That's the only thing I could think of is like the Matrix. Almost like the people that are involved in like controlling these dreams, they get upset when you find out like that you spoil their big play that they've orchestrated. It's fucked up. And it kind of reminds me about the technology of demons, like, you know, Freddy Krueger and all that shit. How they're actually supposed to be able to manipulate dreams. So like a demon could go like to all this work to like craft a dream for you to experience, and then only for you to ruin it by realizing that you're in a dream. That was the weirdest part in the dream. I didn't even realize it was a dream. The only thing was I realized something was wrong. I'm like, hey man, something's not right here. A lot of these people are already dead. Why are they here in the living room? Pretty freaky. Alright, can we beat this team? Ah, 2-level Alice. Fuck man, 4-level Tengu. Ah, let's play it. Can't beat any of them. Great, thanks man. The only thing that went bad this week is I fucking smashed my shin a few times. So I got like a giant welt on my shin. It's fucking still stinging. Thank God it wasn't my knee. Because when I used to like smash my knee off the trailer, one time I smashed my knee off the trailer so hard that it hurt for a year and a half. It was like it hurt so bad that every time I was sleeping, I would try to roll over and I'd wake up in like shearing pain. Because it'd be like, oh fuck, there's my knee hurting again. And I was so worried the pain was never going to end. And then like a year and a half later, it finally healed. So I was like, finally. Yeah, so thank God it wasn't my knee. It's just my shin. I think my shin will heal much faster. Famous last words. Alright, we got a victory at least. Now, and the other part of the dream I had last night is I was at my old job. And I showed up, and it's funny. Every time I'm having this dream, it's kind of like a repetitive dream as well. I like show up to work, and I'm like, dear God, guys, I've been gone from work for so long. I'm like, what's new, right? And they start telling me, and I'm like, oh, wow, I missed all this stuff at work. And then I always like, fuck, I forgot to sign in again. Like, I don't know, like, that really never happened to me too much at my old job. Usually if you forgot to sign in, you'd have to like write in your hours and like tell the people, because they had like a time clock you're supposed to clock in. But yeah, it's funny. Every time I dream that I'm at my old job, I'm like, hey, I fucking forgot to sign in again. And it's like right then and there I should realize it's a dream. Because I keep saying to myself, oh, I keep forgetting to sign in. And then I'm like realizing, oh yeah, I keep forgetting to sign in because I'm fucking dreaming. And I don't really need to sign in. I don't know, has anyone heard the news? What did they say about video game news? Oh yeah, the biggest video game news. Remember how I was talking about Sega and how they're supposed to bring a console back? Oh fuck, we lost. Son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The whore part. No, what it is Sega, not only are they coming out with a new console, but guess who they're teaming up with as like a partner to make the console? Fucking Microsoft. So I was like, dear God, man, Microsoft and Sega teaming up to make a console? It fucking sounds epic. The only thing I don't like about it is, as far as they've announced so far, it's going to be a cloud server gaming console. So you will not be able to buy physical cartridges or discs or whatever you buy on these days. Which I think is a real letdown. Like, I'm not a big fan of the digital-only consoles. Because really, they can just take the games away from you at any time. Just shut the servers down. And then your whole investment for buying that game just goes down the toilet. Not like they're that expensive to begin with, but still. It's nice to be able to keep a copy. But I think that's the main reason that Sega is doing that, is they got fucked over hardcore in their last console. Because when they released it, they did not put enough copyright protection. So when it came time to sell the games, no one was buying the games because you could just burn them on your computer and just put it in the console and play it. So yeah, they fucked themselves or shot themselves in the foot, however you want to talk about it. But so I don't blame Sega for going the cloud gaming route, but ooh, that one looks beatable. Oh no, it doesn't. Alright, we still got 2 more and we just got to finish quick. So let's try this one. Yeah, that one looks more beatable. Yeah, so does anyone else interested about Sega still? Would you buy a new Sega console? And then I forgot too, someone was mentioning it. Sega has already teamed up with Microsoft to make a console before, and that was the Xbox. The Xbox was somewhat of a collaboration between the two, although it was mostly Microsoft, so Sega really didn't get much of the credit for it. So technically the Xbox already was like Sega's like new console. So it'd be nice to see like Sega come out with one and actually get credit for it this time. Yeah, I feel bad about Sega or Microsoft. Did anyone hear about how bad the Microsoft sales have been for their new Xbox? They said the sales numbers are so bad that they don't even sell it in Japan anymore. They've already taken it off the market there. Because they were saying like stores just don't want to bother carrying it because no one's buying it. So I was like, holy fuck, man. For Japan to turn you down? Like I always thought Japan had such a huge population that even if you had minor sales, you'd still be selling pretty good because there's just fucking sheer numbers of people. But yeah, that kind of sucks. And the other thing that killed Microsoft or the new Xbox is you don't even need the console. Like my computer is strong enough, I can just log on to the Xbox store and start playing the games for free on my computer. I don't even have to buy anything. They said, what is it, the new Halo game is free to play. So I can just download it for free on my computer and start playing it. I don't even need fucking to buy an Xbox. I don't even need to buy a game. That's what a weird way to release a console. They really should have kept the two separate, but I don't know. I think after like Bill Gates left like majority control of the Xbox and Microsoft to someone else, his company's really been going downhill. He has that like cutthroat business instinct where he knows how to rip people off and make money. So once he stopped being in charge of everything, you could just imagine how he'll probably get someone in charge who's a nice guy and people just completely take advantage of them. Don't I know about that? I do it to others all the time. Alright, so there was some other video game news. I'll try to remember. I'm trying to think of it. Can't right off the bat. Oh, that's what it was. Remember how Nintendo came out with that new service and everyone's bitching about how the Nintendo 64 games are not emulating good? I got some news and I found out why. It turns out the Nintendo 64 emulation, if anyone's tried to do it on a computer, NVIDIA Shield, it's one of the most challenging consoles to emulate and still get it to work properly. So what happened is Nintendo had like this real ace that was part of their team, and he was helping do the emulation, and he did it perfectly for the GameCube. So that was like one of the first times that anyone was able to emulate Nintendo 64, and he did it on the GameCube, and he did it perfect, like flawlessly. But there was a catch to it. He said when he did the emulation for GameCube, he couldn't get it to work the same for each game. So what he ended up having to do is he had to make a separate emulator for each game. So it's like one game needed a specific emulator, another one a different emulator, and he would just keep tweaking each emulator so that it worked perfect for each game. So then what happened is they fired him, or he retired or just quit working for Nintendo. And then they came out with the virtual console on, what was it, Nintendo Wii. And the Nintendo Wii, they still used some of his stuff, but they didn't do it as well. And the new team that they hired just wasn't as good as that other guy. So when they emulated it on Wii, it was slightly worse than it was on GameCube. And then they said when they started to emulate it on the Wii U, it got even worse. So every generation they keep going since GameCube, the emulation's getting worse and worse and worse. So they said now that it's made its way all the way to the Switch, it's almost unplayable. And they said basically the main problem is Nintendo is so cheap and they don't care about it being a good product. So what they did is they just made one emulator and tried to put all the games on it. And it works for some of them, but others it just doesn't work right. Which that's so fucked up. Like, you think GameCube's such an old console. Why the fuck are they having so many problems trying to emulate it? Doesn't make any sense to me, but... So that's what I found out, is if you get the GameCube games or Nintendo 64, it's just going to be worse and worse and worse. Which is so weird, because you think, like, as generations would go, they should get better and better and better. Not worse and worse and worse. That's just fucked. But oh well, so if anyone's wondering why it's fucked like that, that's what I heard. And I heard it from a few different sources, so it should be correct. Let's hope. Alright, so what did the viewer say? Is that really how many tokens we need to buy? 112? Well, let's buy 100 first and see if he's right. 99. 99 and feeling fine. Yeah, so I made it to 189 pounds today. Feels so good to be under 190. Yeah, it's a 18. Oh, you even stream. So webcam is doing adults only streams. Do not follow that link. I do not know if it's a virus or not. Especially if you're not 18. Now, if you want to watch an 18 plus stream, as soon as I reach 170 pounds. Nah, just kidding. Well, we'll see when that day comes. Alright, if that day comes. No, I fucked up my neck at work this week too. I don't know if anyone heard, but in my accident with my concussion, I pretty much broke my neck and it's never healed properly. And it was starting to get to the point where I never really noticed how bad it was injured. But man, when I was working this week, I fucked it up again. No, what happened was that part of my job was to pull some tree roots out of the ground. So I grabbed the tree root and I'm just pulling. And then as it finally came out, of my neck jerked back. And oh fuck, it hurt so bad. I almost had to lay on the ground. And I was like, oh, I'll just try to tough the pain out. And then eventually it started to feel better again. And that was just from like my neck snapping back. So I was thinking, oh god, my YouTube boxing career, it's not looking good. If I can't even snap my neck back without getting punched. Fuck. Really sucks. Oh well. Who knows, maybe give it a few more years, my neck will eventually heal. I have to admit, it does seem to get a little better each year. It's only when I do really fucked up dumb shit that I notice it's still injured bad. Ah, yes, we got another hero. Not the one we wanted, but we'll take him. Alright, so we'll have to come back later. We'll let that build for a while. We'll check out what we got here for points. Hey! Oh, I was going to say you calculated it wrong, but you did calculate it right so far. We only got the next reward. Alright, let's see if that was enough to boost up our hero's DNA to level 29.
Even as a Buddha, you're still a warrior.
Yes, it was. Fucking A. Alright, so Monk is going up to level 29. 29 and feeling fine. That keeps coming up today. Alright, that's what she said. Sorry, I promised I wouldn't. Alright, so we're at 2,960 to reach level 30. And we've already got 524. So we're roughly, what is that, 2,400 away-ish? So wow, man, that'll be sweet. Can you imagine when we can link some other heroes? And then we'll be able to link heroes for everyone in here. All these heroes will automatically get level 30. That's fucking unreal. So I'm definitely looking forward to when that happens. Like once we link her DNA. I think we've already made her, so we'll be able to link her right away. And that'll ignite the enemy row, causing additional burn damage. Sweet. Super sweet. I don't know, unless I'm wrong about that. If you do the, what is it, the Darwin Lab linkage, does it actually carry the level 30 over so that you can link other heroes? Or am I wrong about that? Fuck, I'm probably getting my hopes up for it. It's not going to happen. It's like my next relationship. No, just kidding. Yeah, some of the viewers have been commenting on the Facebook, or actually it's just regular Clone Evolution players. Not that viewers aren't regular. No, but people are bitching, saying the Supreme Casino event really sucks balls, and not in a good way. Why? Because they don't even give you one free spin. Like, come on, game. Like, I know Clone Evolution's a paid game, and they want people to deposit, but they should at least try to get us hooked on using this wheel by giving us one free dose or one free try, right? You know, dealers, they try to get you hooked on drugs, so they give it to you once for free, and then they hope that you'll buy it after because you're hooked. Speaking of, we just crashed the game. Let's get a quick view of the Vaporizer. We'll be right back while it loads. Can't believe it crashed so soon. Fuck, we weren't even an hour in. Yeah, Old Stinger's right. Like, why can't they give us at least 1 to 3 spins? Why does it have to be only depositors? That's like BetFury. BetFury does that all the time too. They like give you this really cool wheel. Like, hey, you can use this wheel as long as you reached a certain level. It's like, you fuckers. It's like, why not just give it to everyone? Why you gotta be so exclusive like that? Reminds me of all those parties where only the cool kids were allowed. Fuckers. Now, I always felt bad because I'd be hanging out with like a lot of misfits a lot in school. And shouldn't call them misfits, but really, let's say it like it is. And yeah, the cool kids would have a party, and then they'd always say, hey, Leland, you're allowed in, but all your other friends aren't allowed. I was always like, oh, I could go to the cool kids party or fucking just hang out with people that are actually not part of the cool kids club. So what I'd usually do is go to the cool kids party, chill there for a while, but then I'd be like, fuck it, man, I'm going back to hang out with the misfits. Because I always feel more at home with the misfits. This kind of reminds me of that Santa Claus special. If anyone's seen the one with Rudolph, he was the misfit because his nose was red. No, usually what it is, the cool kids party. Let's go back. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching the Vaporizer commercial. I can't really promise, but I'll try to launch the company once we reach 1,000 likes, either on the YouTube or the Facebook page. And we're about 10% of the way there. So it doesn't sound like very much, but man, you never know. If I start getting more people watching travel vlogs, and could get a lot more people watching. Alright, so let's see. Expedition? Yeah, let's do a few expeditions. Then we'll come back and finish the free casino spins. Or not free ones. Yeah, I guess it's free. No, usually what it was the cool kids party was always kids that had enough money. So like, hey, if you got enough money that you can buy more booze or you can buy more weed or whatever the kids are partying with, they're like, hey, as long as you got enough money, then you can come and join the party. And what would happen is I always had connections either to be able to get weed or to get booze. So a lot of people would just let me into the cool kids party even though I didn't have enough money because I was able to get shit for them. Oh, fuck, man. Suzo's at no hit points? What the fuck's going on? But then I'd always feel bad. I'm like, man, you guys shouldn't be excluding all these other kids just because they don't have any money. Fuck, man. Why is he not getting healed? What the hell's going on? Oh, there he's got a little health. Yeah, so if people are like upset that they don't have enough money to party with the cool kids, just remember the cool kids party really isn't as hyped up or great as it seems. Seems like all the really nicest people and coolest people are really the ones that always don't have the money to do it. Hey, No Lehman, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. I can't recall you being here before. Sorry if I forgot you. And just remember too, all the kids that are partying their lives away, sometimes those kids have a very short and fast life, right? I don't know how many of those people that used to party at the cool kids party aren't even alive still today. Sad but true. Oh, Noah's been watching the Entropia Shop videos. Thanks, man. No, I love Entropia. I'm really looking forward to getting into more regular Entropia streams. Oh, he is new here. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Now, if you got any Entropia questions, I'm cool with that. I know I have Entropia in the tags still for today's episode because fucking YouTube keeps fucking me around. Like when I'm doing the live stream, they give you like a list, a page where you can change the tags. I'm like, great, now I can update the tags for each different show. But what they do is they make the first tag unchangeable. So whatever that first one is, I can't change it. I don't know why. If anyone who does YouTube knows a way to change that one. So if that first tag happens to be the title of like Entropia for my last stream, I can't change it. So what I do is I just put my new tags in. I'm like, fuck, can't change the old tag. So it's normally I can delete all the tags except for that one. They just won't allow it. And it's weird because I've done it before and now it just doesn't work anymore. So it's probably something I fucked up. I'd love to blame the game for it, or YouTube, but I'm pretty sure they're right and I'm wrong. No, I did just add a new shopkeeper to one of my shops on Rocktropia. Oh yeah, speaking of Entropia, did they give out the Halloween gifts or did I miss them? Some of my connections in Entropia were saying that they're way behind on the Halloween gifts and they haven't even given them out yet. So I don't know if that's really true or... Hopefully I didn't miss the Halloween gifts. See, that's one thing that Clone Evolution does really good that Entropia needs to copy, like this game, is they have a bonus so that if you sign in once each day and successively, you get a little bonus and you get a little bonus and you get a little bonus. See, Entropia, I cannot sign in for a week, and I usually don't miss out on anything, right? So that's why I kind of switched to Clone Evolution and played it more, because it's more hooking. Like, I'm always like, fuck, I gotta log into Clone Evolution today to get the free bonus. So I'm hoping when they do the new Entropia update, like the game, they'll be able to actually implement that. They'll have some sort of bonus where you get like extra sweat, or they'll give you some oil. Some, like, it doesn't even have to be an expensive item, just so that you're getting something for logging in each day. What I would think would be a cool thing to do is have like a mission broker that you could exchange like login tickets. So say you have like 500 or 600 login tickets, then you could exchange it for like a new gun or a new piece of armor or something. Oh, no says that he's, what is it here? He's new to Entropia, made my account in 2016, but only played it for around 2 days. He came back about 4 days ago and been playing non-stop. Yeah, Entropia, if you can get into a groove, like, man, I played Entropia non-stop for like, I don't know, 10 years probably, where I was just so hooked. And you know what got me hooked into Entropia? Was I became a sweat trader. I know a lot of people make fun of the people that buy and resell sweat, but dear God, was that fucking addictive. Like, well, I would log in and I'd have like a bunch of money that I'd saved up in the game, and then I'd just buy as much sweat as I could. And what happened was I had a connection with one of the mothership captains who had a blueprint that needed a whole bunch of sweat. So they were able to pay a little bit higher value for sweat because they wanted to buy shitloads of it. So that's what I would do. I would log into the game. I would go to the big sweat circle areas and I'd be like, hey, I'm buying sweat for like maybe 1 point less than the going rate. So what happened was a lot of players, they would just bitch and bitch. They'd be like, oh my God, Leland, you're buying sweat for such a cheap price. I hope no one sells it to you. And then while those people are bitching, I'd have lines of people that are selling it to me. I know it's kind of mean to do, but God, was it fucking fun and addictive. And what happens is the people that are selling the sweat to you, they're happy because they're like, hey, I've been trying to find someone who buys sweat, been looking for weeks, can't find anyone. So even though your price is slightly lower than the going rate, they'd still sell it happily because at least they have a sale. And I would just buy all they had. So yeah, it got to the point where I actually started buying 1 million sweat per day. It was fucking ridiculous. So I would like talk to like thousands of players in a week. A lot of times there'd be like new players. They'd be like, hi, nice to meet you. So I was like meeting like thousands of people a week. It was fucking a wild rush. The only reason I stopped doing it is one time I bought up like 1 million sweat. I went to resell it to him, and he didn't need the sweat anymore. So I had all the sweat and I couldn't sell it, and then that's where all my money was tied up into. Or no, what it was the price crashed. So it's like he was still buying sweat, but it was actually for less than I paid for it. So I was like, oh fuck, here I went and bought all this sweat, now the price has crashed. So that's always one of the risks when you play Entropia. The market can fluctuate so much. You gotta be careful. If you put all your eggs in one basket, they can smash. And then you're fucked. Not in a good way. Alright, let's see. Can we do some damage here? Let's try Sea King damage. Oh, we got Sea King in there already. Let's try her. Yeah, so good luck with your Entropian ventures. If you start becoming a sweat trader, I won't hold it against you. It's a fucking fun occupation. I know like so many people that would make fun of it. They'd be like, oh, you shouldn't buy and resell sweat. You shouldn't buy and resell sweat. And I'd be like, I can't stop counting my money long enough to hear you complain. No, it got to the point where I think I was making around 100 Project Entropia dollars a day just from the buying and reselling sweat in profits. So yeah, once you start making 100 a day, it's like 10 days later you saved up like 1,000 Project Entropia dollars. It was, what a rush. I would actually like just every day log in. I was playing like 14-hour days. And some days I would like pull all-nighters and then have to work at 6 a.m. And then everyone at work is like, why are you so tired? And I'd be like, well, I've been playing Entropia. Was that addictive? No, Clone Evolution really isn't that addictive because, man, you can play it for one day, or what is it, like 2 or 3 hours, and you're pretty much done everything you can do for a day. So there is like a cap of like, I couldn't play Clone Evolution for 14 hours straight, unless you just start the game. Then when you first start, yeah, you can play it long, but... Oh, fuck, are we not going to be able to beat this guy? Come on. There we go. Victory is ours. Yes! Oh yeah, and if anyone's wanting to get into Entropia, let's get our hands on the chest. The ultimate goal in life. Get your mind out of the gutter. No, better than sweat trades is when I got into the shop sales. Oh god, man, if you become a real estate agent in Entropia, that's a fucking rush too. Like, yeah, and there's always so much to learn about Entropia. Like, it's literally one of those games, I've been playing it for like a decade, and I still learn new stuff every time I log in. Especially once I start talking to other players, I'm like, holy fuck, they knew all this shit that I didn't. And the other good thing about Entropia, it's a very good social networking game. Like, say you're like broke or you don't have a job and you're trying to meet like people that are hiring, you'd be surprised when you log into Entropia, you just meet all these people from real life, and a lot of them are hiring. So it's like you start just playing a game with them, and next thing they know, like, hey, do you do web development, or do you do video editing, or do you do any of these other like online type jobs? And next thing you know, you're networking with your new boss, right? It's fucking wild. Now, the real estate thing in Entropia that got me going was being able to buy real estate and then resell it. And one of the times I was doing it was Entropia started releasing pet stables, and they promised to like link it to like another game so you can make all these amazing profits by owning a pet stable. So I sold everything I owned in the game to raise enough money to buy the pet stable. And then guess what happened? I was bidding on it. I was the highest bidder for like, I don't know how long, like a week or month or whatever it was. And then one of the people that was getting money from the game, like an employee, they outbid me. I was like, you sons of bitches. I didn't even think they'd be allowed to bid, right? Like, you're literally betting against the fucking game itself. So not to hold it against him, I know he's a player and he works for the game. So I guess they allow that conflict of interest to occur. Like, I'm pretty sure he would have infinite money because the game is just giving him money, right? So, anyways, I got all pissed off because I lost the auction. And I'm like, instead of being a bitch and then just complaining about losing, I'm going to go to another planet and see if I can buy something else. So I went to Arcadia and I found some shops for sale. And the game was selling them. And they were doing like an auction. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to bid on one of the shops. So I bid on a shop, got outbid, bid on another shop, got outbid. And I'm like, man, I'm never going to win any of these shop bids. So then I put in a bid for like the third one. And what do you know? I fucking won it. And it was crazy, man. I think I spent like 4,000 Project Entropia dollars. So it's like $400 US. Pretty big investment on like a shop on Arcadia. And then you'll never guess how much I sold it for. I kept it for about a year. And then I sold it for 40,000 Project Entropia dollars. So I made 10 times my fucking investment. I was like, holy shit. Now that's what you call fucking flipping your money, right? Oh yeah, that's the one that I was talking about in the video. That's right. No, and to be fair, the guy that bought it from me, he actually got like a really good deal because, man, shops on Arcadia in general just went up in value. And at the time when I sold it to him, it was one of the hottest locations, which I found so weird. Like, I bought a shop and lost the auction 2 times before I actually got that third one. And then the third one was the best location. So I was like, it's like weird how life does that sometimes. You're like, oh man, life is shitting on me. Man, am I getting a lot of lemons? Next thing you know, fucking all those lemons, you break out the tequila and have a blast. So if people are wondering if that type of stuff is still possible in Entropia, I believe it is. Like, you can get good deals on real estate. Sometimes you'll buy real estate that's worthless, and a year later, all of a sudden the price skyrockets and you can resell it. And I know it's not easy to do, but it is doable. I think a lot of cases, some of the things we could do it with now is more like the game shares. Because some of those game shares, they spike and drop in price as well. Like, one day you could buy shares of the game, they'd be 50 each. Then you go to sell them like a year later and they've doubled to like 100 each. So there's definitely opportunities. Man, oh man. Alright, so what will we do with Clone Evolution next? We'll beat this and see if we can get our hands on the gold chest again. And after that, we'll go and finish the casino. Holy shit, 6 viewers and 6 likes. Thanks, everyone. It's always wild to see that perfect ratio. I'm so used to all the dislikes. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, this team's fucking hurting. Let's try swapping her in. Actually, instead of him... No, let's do it. Genie better. Alright, let's try that. No, I'm praying to God that Never Die comes back in Entropia. He's like the celebrity of Entropia. The guy is like the king of real estate sales. He's made like $1 million or whatever off Entropia sales. So he was always really my idol. And I can't believe I actually met him at a convention once. And it was before I really got into Entropia. Like, I was just starting. So I didn't even know who he was. And I fucking met him at a convention. It wasn't until years later that I found out he was like the biggest celebrity in the game. And he was the one that gave me a copy of the Entropia DVD. I don't know if you've watched that episode yet. See if I can grab it off my shelf. See if I can reach it. Oh, come on, reach. Reach, bitch. There we go. Yeah, so this was the Entropia DVD that I got from Never Die. Oh yeah, Zahid just joined. And he said that the Halloween event was trash. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that too. Well, we'll try it here. Oh, fuck, one of my heroes died. Son of a whore. Not there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, like the last Halloween event, I won a really cool pet. I think, what was it, a gold pet or something? So I kind of really had my hopes up that we're going to win something epic. Fuck that shit. We didn't win anything. Yeah, let's go and check out the Halloween event. We'll come back here in a minute. Yeah, if anyone wants to see what the contents were on this DVD, it's like one of the oldest Entropia DVDs you can get. I actually did a whole episode about it, and it's called Entropia DVD. What did I call it? Fuck, can't even remember now. What's it called when you take a retro game cartridge and you get the contents off of it? Forget what it's called. Fuck, man, I could just look it up. Damn memory. Fucking hell. What did I ever do to you, brain? It's like, oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's way too big. That's what she said. Alright, playlist. Where is it? Entropia playlist. There it is. View full playlist. Got new shopkeeper, adventure. Ah, here it is. Entropia DVD dumped. That's what it is. Like when you have to take a dump. No, I dumped the DVD and got the files. There was 5 videos and 2 PDFs. I can't remember if I shared the files or I just showed them in the video. Yeah, I think I just showed them. So if anyone wants copies of them, just let me know. What I plan to do is I'm going to take this, the DVD case, scan it, and start making posters. I can't sell the posters, but obviously I'll ask Mindark too to be sure. But hopefully I can give the posters away as gifts. So when I get more into regular Entropia videos, I'll be able to give some pretty cool Entropia poster gifts. Alright, let's buy a new pet color. Yeah, like I was hoping for this pet event that we could win a gold pet. Imagine we won that pet. The party mouse. I was just talking about partying too, right? And we're at 492, so we're almost at the bonus part. 492. Yeah, Noah's wondering if I still own shops in Entropia. Sadly, I sold like almost all my shops, but I still got 2 left. I've got one on Rocktropia, which someone also offered me 40,000 pet project Entropia dollars. But I didn't sell it this time because I actually love that shop, and I'm pretty sure I would never sell it. Because it's really like almost like cutting an arm off. Someone was like, hey, how much would you sell, or if we could cut your arm off? And I'd be like, fuck, man. I really wouldn't want to sell my arm. So yeah, I haven't sold that shop. But I also got a FOMA shop. So that space station near Calypso. I got a shop there still. I wish I had a shop on actual Calypso. Alright, let's try the wish achievement. See what we got. Are you fucking kidding me? Did we still not win that? Oh, it says I wished 430. I thought it was going by this, and it said 520. Fucking whore. Not there's anything wrong with that. No, so what I was thinking of doing is maybe one day I'll sell the FOMA shop to try to get back into the real estate game. Which reminds me, yeah, I could just put my FOMA shop for sale on my shopkeeper. That's not a bad idea. I definitely wouldn't sell the Rocktropia shop because I fucking love it, but the FOMA shop is good and all, but I definitely wouldn't be objecting to selling it for a high price and then buying it again, like another location in the same mall, and trying to flip it and make a profit. That would actually be pretty sweet. Ah, fuck, I hit refresh. Oh, good. I want more pet collars, so I try to always take it if there's a pet collar. We did 460? Didn't it already say 460? Fucker. Alright, let's see what we got for pet collars. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Today's episode, we get to open a new pet. I forgot that we did get one really good item in last episode, and I totally forgot. Surprise, surprise. Holy shit, we can do another purple pet draw too. Alright, so we're doing 2 draws. How much does a FOMA shop cost? I think when I first bought mine, I got it for around 2,000. But I noticed lately they went up to 4,000. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're upwards of around 6,000 now. So if I sold it for 6,000, I could pretty much triple my investment. I actually almost bought 2 FOMA shops for 2,000 each. Man, it sounds ridiculously cheap, eh? Like, man, it's a fucking giant shop. You can fit like 500 items in it. I know it's not getting very good foot traffic because you have to fly into space to get there, but I don't know. Some of my sales there are actually pretty decent. All right, let's do a pet draw, but before we do, let's get a quick message from the sponsor.
Today's pet draw will be brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Woo!
Sorry. That sponsor message still makes me laugh. I know other people are probably sick of it. Let's see the Patreon. Let's give a shout out to that too. Don't worry, we'll come back and we'll do the pet draw soon. We actually got 2 pets coming. Suki, Dan, Jim, Ray, Travis, and everyone at Patreon. Love you guys and ladies. And oh yeah, we're up to 3 patrons still. So I don't know if someone just joined or if someone renewed, or I'll have to check. But yeah, I appreciate it, everyone. No, I think what I'm going to do... Hey, BR, how much are you earning from this channel? Yeah, that's a good question. We should go over my channel earnings. We'll do that in a second. Let's just finish doing the... We did Patreon. Let's do the affiliate links. Alright, so Patreon. Just shouted at that. Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. It's a saying that comes on t-shirts and bed sheets, and no one's bought yet. After advertising it for over a year. Surprise, surprise. Alright, so Hideout TV will pay you to watch videos. Swagbucks pays you to shop. GameKit will pay you to try games. It's actually how I got into this game, playing Entropia, then GameKit, or actually it was another one. But they paid me to try Clone Evolution, and now I'm playing much more Clone Evolution. Free Bitcoin is a wallet system for crypto. It's free to use, and it's also got casinos, so just beware of that. Same with BetFury, but they give you loot boxes that you can open for free. So if you want to start collecting tiny bits of crypto, betting it on the casino, and hopefully strike it rich, not just because I get a cut as a referral, but no, just you don't even have to deposit. So it's one of the coolest free ways to get into crypto. But just beware, crypto's dangerous as fuck. Alright, anyways, virtual maid sex machine. Speaking of fuck, it's the sex machine for adults, men only, but if ladies need one, they know who to call. Not just kidding. No, I don't have any free time, so you'll have to be very convincing on the phone. Alright, anyways, $10 off on a purchase of $150 or more, thanks to the people at Virtual Mate. They sent the coupon code LYINGBS. It's LYNBSN. It's not actual lying BS, it's a real code. So thanks to them, and let's get back to the game and answer some more viewer questions. No, I was checking it out. YouTube, there's this page that'll show you like how much they estimate your revenue will be after like a year. And I think they put my estimated revenue at like $10,000. I was like, fucking yeah, right. It's like, I wish 10 grand. That'd be like doubling my yearly income. No, I was off work for quite a while with my concussion, so I'm just getting back into normal hours at work. I'm like working like 4 days a week instead of 5 or 6. Alright, let's do a pet draw. Oh, fuck, not the ghost fish again. Well, it's not so bad because we might be able to boost up the other ghost fish now, but still, man, we did not need more ghost fish. Who knows? Maybe I'm jinxing it. We actually did need ghost fish. Alright, yeah, I guess, well, before we do that, let's show my income lately for how much I'm making off the show. Where is it? Money, Google AdSense. Just to give people an idea how much you can make doing like just like your own video game streaming, getting about 100 views an episode, if that. Alright, hopefully this doesn't have too much information I shouldn't be showing. Alright, so my last payment was, where does it say? 117. And I think, is that, yeah, that's Canadian dollars. Get the fuck out of here, Google GeForce. God, I hate when they put pop-ups right where you need to fucking click. Alright, anyways. So last payment was 117. I'm pretty sure that was 2 months worth. Because normally if you like, they say you have to make at least 100 before you can withdraw. So if you make under 100, it just carries over to the next month. So I'm pretty sure I'm making like $100 roughly every 2 months. Which sounds really low, but really I'm just streaming games that I like to play anyways and hardly have any viewers. Well, a decent amount. So if you're thinking that YouTube you'll get rich off 100 likes a episode or 100 views, it's going to be challenging, but no, not to show off or anything, but just to give an idea of the other money I make from my referrals. This one's the Bet-Free Casino one, the one that I was just referring. How much do we got on it? Let's make it bigger. And that's what she said. No. So this is how much just I made from the referrals. I haven't done any deposits, and I can switch the balance to US dollars. So fuck, get rid of the pop-up, you fucker. All right, so 16 bucks in regular Bitcoins, 27 in Tron, 12 in the shares, 11 of that, 9 bucks worth of Ethereum. So I don't know what that works out to. Maybe around 40, 50 bucks. Or that's probably a little bit higher, 30, 40. Maybe it's getting closer to 70, something like that. So that's how much I made from referring from BetFury. And let's go to the other one. We'll show off Bitcoin. This one was actually a big help to the Entropia players community, because I think someone donated like 100 grand Satoshi. So I don't know how much that works out to. Let's see what that is. Does anyone know the calculations for Satoshi? Alright, so let's do it. Satoshi to US dollars. Yeah, so if anyone's kind of frustrated that they'll never make any money off a YouTube channel, you can actually start referring these other things right off the bat. You don't even have to reach 1,000 subs or whatever. And you can see that like the crypto referrals, they can actually add up pretty good. Alright, so web analysis, they said they'll convert crypto. So let's put in, yeah, we're almost at the 200,000 mark. So let's just put in 200,000. So probably in the next few weeks I'll reach 200,000. Holy shit. It says that it works out to $126 US. So referring the two cryptos, maybe I've made around 200 bucks in total. That's pretty good. Especially for doing something just as a hobby. If I was trying to like earn a living doing this, I would definitely fail. I'd be living on the streets, but no, I appreciate all the viewers helping with super chats. George has actually helped with quite a few. I think we even got a super chat last time. Oh yeah, from Dan Davis. He's another Entropia player, so appreciate those. And not that I hold it against anyone for not super chatting. I know I'm very cheap when it comes to that. I'm still like almost 50, trying to afford to move out of my mom's basement, so I'm very stingy when it comes to spending money. Although I did sign up to be a patron of Pat the NES Punk on the CU podcast. They actually gave me a shout out on their show and answered one of my questions on air. So I was like, holy fuck, man, those guys are awesome. So for them helping out so much like that, I decided to sign up as their patron. The lowest package, like $1 a month or whatever, but yeah, trying to give back a little more and not be such a cheap ass. No, I know some viewers are under 18, so you can't even do super chats. So yeah, if you want to just help with watching the ad revenue stuff or the ads on YouTube, that's really awesome too. All right, so I think did we answer all the questions? We got the girls. Yeah, that's another good point. BR says that I should switch to more popular games. I know, I'm like the misfit. I always go for like the unpopular stuff. I don't know, Clone Evolution was kind of popular when I first started streaming it, but now that it's a year later, a lot of people have switched to other more popular games, which I'll probably do eventually, but I've got a little bit of case of obsessive compulsive, so I tend to like try to finish things. I'm trying to finish quick, but it's not going so well. Sometimes finishing quick isn't always better. Pardon the pun. Alright, so, oh, George is here. Speak of the devil with another sticker. Thanks a lot, George. $4. That works out to $4 Canadian, it says. Fucking A. Yeah, I appreciate that, George. That rocks. Alright, so let's see. Where are we at in the game? We did the Halloween. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to do more casino spins. We'll see how that goes. Maybe George's super chat will bring some good luck. Come on, Catholic hero. Fuck! Oh, the enzymes. We used up all our good luck on enzymes again. Fucking hell. Alright, we'll do a little bit more expedition and give it time to reset. Who should we swap in? Let's keep this the same. I think we're good. Let's try. Oh wait, we could swap him out, put him there, and bring in the extra healer. Excuse me. No, I got good news, George. I made it to 189 pounds today. First pound I've lost in like a month. So at least we're going in the right direction again. I know 1 pound isn't much, but I wanted to crack that 190 mark so bad. So now that I actually cracked it, hopefully I don't get carried away with overeating again. That's one thing I think about my weight loss goals. A lot of times I should never look at the scale. As soon as I reach a certain goal that I wanted to, then I'm like, oh, now I can cheat a little bit. It's like fucking the worst. I don't know why I do that every time. Oh yeah, we'll put on a hat for the super chat. What one should I put on today? I think people like the Shriner one, so we'll try that one. I think it goes on this way. Sometimes I put it on backwards. Yeah, it's supposed to be a lobster, but the green screen technology I use is just an algorithm. So sometimes it'll delete stuff. Like really, I have a full head of hair, but it just deletes it all. I'm just kidding. Alright, so we'll keep the hat on for at least, let's go to 11. That was a pretty big super chat. No, thanks, I appreciate it. No, I don't want to be called Chubs forever. The one time I really lost weight really good is when a hot babe like hung out with her for a while. I was kind of hoping that it would work out as a relationship, but it never did. And one of her comments is that I looked pregnant. And I was like, you know what? She was right. I did have like a huge gut, so I was like, fuck, man. I gotta, instead of taking that in a bad way, gotta try to use it as motivation to get skinny. That's actually, after I got insulted like that, I did make it all the way down to 170. And I was like fucking prime shape. Then I got really sick in the beginning of 2020. Man, did I pack on the pounds. When I couldn't work out anymore, and I was fucking down in the dumps, and I just kept eating all the time. I guess it happens to a lot of people, especially with the lockdown situation. But no, thankfully, I've been able to work out more again. Starting to get my health back to 100%. Even got rid of the blood issues. If anyone wasn't hearing, I had some bad like digestive blood issues. So bad I almost went in for a colonoscopy. But thankfully I found out when I switched diets and switched to the hemorrhoid diet to get rid of hemorrhoids, it all went away. So I was like, oh, thank God. Didn't need the colonoscopy after all. Hopefully. So if anyone's really concerned that they got a lot of blood coming out of their digestive system, like shit and blood, it's like, don't always assume the worst. Sometimes it really can just be like something curable. I know sometimes you can get cysts, or sometimes you can be hemorrhoids. So try not to fear that if you get really bad health issues. I know if you get into that fear mindset, it can be really bad. No, I think I have had no blood for like a month straight. So I was like, man, that's really good. Because I was like blood almost every day for like over a year. So I was really starting to get paranoid that it was cancer. Because I've already had tumors in my stomach before. So I was like, oh fuck, it's at the tumors back. No, luckily, knock on wood. Luckily. No, it's been, not since I was a kid did I actually have the stomach tumor problem. And they were able to get rid of it with chemo, so it worked pretty quick. Know what I got? I was one of the first people in my province to get a targeted dose of chemo, where they like stuck a tube up you where the tube should not go. And yeah, they gave me chemo that way and like just targeted the tumor or growth itself. And it wasn't cancerous, so it was easier to get rid of it. But the problem it was having was it started to like make my intestines go into knots. And if you get knots in your intestines, that's not good for digestion, right? To say the least. No, I basically felt like I had the worst stomach cramps imaginable. And it turned out to be a tumor in my stomach intestines. And it's kind of weird. Like a lot of people in my family have had that issue. I think one of the things that contributed to my grandma's death this year. I've even had cousins and stuff with it, so it's, yeah, tumors are never fun. As fun as they sound. God, I make the worst jokes. Yeah, I know. I've heard other people talk about getting the blood and the digestive issue, and they're like, can't figure out what it is. So what it was for me was just cutting out dairy and cutting out eggs, because they said that's one of the things that causes hemorrhoids to get worse. So yeah, I was on a diet of eating shitloads of eggs and shitloads of milk. As soon as I cut that all out, boom, digestion went back to mint. Thank God. Right, and yeah, I appreciate everyone who was praying for me too. I know a lot of the viewers said they were hoping that I'd be able to pull through that, and appreciate it. No, I think for a good week there, I was in such agony with it. Oh man, I don't even know why hemorrhoids would hurt like that. I think what it was is because I was getting so much blood in my intestinal system or whatever that it was not very good in a whole bunch of ways, to say the least. Holy shit, 7 viewers at 10 likes. Oh man, we made it up to 10 likes for a giveaway. What should we do for the giveaway today? I was hoping I'd have something cooler to give away. We did a giveaway for my last travel vlog, and I gave away an Anubis amulet. So we'll do another one of those, because that's really the only thing I have right now to give away. But just beware, the Anubis amulets, a lot of people believe they're cursed. And there have been some people that have had some horrible curse shit stuff occur with them. So if you win it, just make sure you follow the directions. Alright, so if you want to win the Anubis amulet, everyone can enter because we made it to 10 likes. How the contest works is I'll ship the Anubis amulet to your house. So basically only enter if you're willing to give out your mailing address. I'm not going to share the mailing address with everyone. I'll keep it private and destroy it after I've shipped out the amulet. Alright, so if you want to enter, just type in Anubis amulet into the chat. And if you don't want it because it's cursed, I don't blame you. Oh yeah, and then how it'll work too is I'll enter everyone who enters into the wheel that I usually do for the hat spins. So yeah, once I get everyone's names who want to compete, if anyone actually even wants the amulet, I guess I should show what it looks like. There's the amulet there. Yeah, you'll be getting a plastic copy that's actually identical to this one. Could show what the blueprint looks like. Hopefully by next time we reach 10 likes, I'll have more video game related giveaways. Technically I could give away some Xbox 360 games, but I'm so chintzy, I want to keep them until I try them, and then I'll give them away. Yeah, and the worst part is I'm not going to try any of the Xbox 360 games till my TV's fixed, and that's been taking months. Alright, so let's go to the show wheel. Is that what I was going to show? Oh yes! Did we just get our hands on another gold chest? Fucking A. Yes, we did. Thank God. Hey, Dan Davis is here. Welcome back to the chat. Holy, all the Entropia players keep tuning in. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'll have time for another Entropia episode tonight, but I guess it's late for Dan too. Or is it early morning there? I keep forgetting. I'm thinking it's 5-hour time difference, but I could be way off on that. Probably am. Now I'm wearing the lobster hat, if anyone's wondering, because George did the super chat. Yeah, we got another one. Yamaza Knoob. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. That's a difficult one. No, the Anubis amulet curse. I don't know if anyone's heard of the curse before, but holy shit, man. Like some of the people that stored it wrong started to get like voices appearing in their hallways in the middle of the night and speaking like foreign languages and stuff. So yeah, you definitely got to be careful with it. Oh, I was way off. Ya ma za Knoob. Try to speak slower. Maybe I'll have a better chance. Or I made it even worse. Oh, fuck. They gave us the enzyme again. You sons of bitches. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright, so we still got quite a few burns to go. I think the viewer is right. Old Stinger. Oh, yeah. Old Stinger was the one that said it was way off. I thought it was the other viewer because you have the same colored, what is it, icon. Alright, so let's go back up into the chat and see who was saying how many icons or tokens I need to buy. They said 112, and I bought 100, so let's go buy 12 more. That's not too many to buy. Yeah, we still got a lot of friend tokens left, or flowers. Alright, so, oh no, we actually bought 99 last time, so we'll need one more. Excuse me, sorry I've been drinking. Not booze, but regular fluids, juice. Oh, we got an application, and no we don't. Did Suki log in? No, she was just in the Discord. If anyone was excited that Suki's back in the game, she is not. She was just hanging out in the Discord. So yeah, thanks for tuning into the Discord, Suki. I don't know if she still watches the show. Probably not. Alright, let's see. What are we doing? Oh yeah, casino spins. And is it 11? 2 minutes too? Come on, hurry it up. Fucking, it's boiling hot in here with this hat on. One sec. Oh, fuck, I locked the window. What an idiot. There we go. Get some cool air in here. Oh, yeah, that hits the spot. Alright, man, what a blast of fresh air that is. Whew. It's like fucking winter out. Actually, when I was working today in Canada, we had our first snowfalls at work. And it went from like brutal hail, like some pretty, well, not big hail, but maybe snowflake size hail. And it was like wind, like hurricane, just pelting you with hail. But luckily I had safety glasses on because I was working outside, so it wasn't actually that bad. And I had a jacket prepared, so. And then it switched over to regular snow, and it just made the ground super wet. All of it just melted because we don't actually have enough snow on the ground for it to stick yet. Thank God. It's not sticky yet. That's what she said. Sorry. I promise not to do those. Instead, I just do it over and over again. Alright, for someone's first shop, where do you recommend getting it? It depends on your budget, right? And what you plan to use it for. If you actually want people to shop at it, you're probably looking at Calypso for your first shop. And the best one, oh yeah, we did. Oh, we went way over what we needed. Fucking hell. Oh well. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so how many Vibram tokens? We're up to 22. Fuck, man. I wish we could make it to 36 in time. I don't see it happening, but dear God, if we could. If we get Charlemagne, fuck, man. We would be one away from Bifel. And then, oh yeah, we'd be one Santa away from Bifel, and that's coming up soon. So fuck, man, if we could only make it to 36. No, when it comes to shops on Calypso, there's two ways you can do a cheap shop to start. A, you could just buy an apartment and then put a shopkeeper in it, because then people can just shop in your apartment, but almost no one will go in your shop unless you're advertising the shit out of it in different places or taking people there. Like, hey, I'll take you to my shop. Come check it out. Because, yeah, no one's just going through the apartments checking out shops. But if you got more money, there's actually lobbies in the apartments, and then you can get shops in those lobbies that are actual official shops, but they can usually only fit like 30 items. It's like a booth or whatever. So those are good to start with. But if you're on a really tight budget and it doesn't matter what planet, because you're just buying it to like flip the shop or whatever, definitely go with the FOMA shops, like the one that I got. It's fucking giant. You can fit like 500 items in it. Some people actually shop there occasionally. So some people just randomly walk through, don't even have to advertise, and they'll buy shit. It's only like a sale a month or whatever, so you're not going to get a lot of sales there, but... Alright, so no one wanted the Anubius amulet, so I won't bother showing it off yet. Unless someone puts it in the chat, then I'll show what you can win. Or what I could do too, if anyone doesn't want the Anubis amulet, I got my business card. Let's see, do I got a copy of it around? Fuck, man, I don't even have one here on the desk. You know what I could do is autograph one of my business cards and mail it to you, but I think that's kind of a cheesy gift too. Really wish I had some better shit to give away. Yeah, fuck. Sorry, guys and ladies. I'll have to get some better shit ready for next episode. I didn't think that we would reach 10 likes anytime soon. So I really appreciate it. Caught me off guard. Alright, so we got the casino complete. Did we finish the expedition? Yes, we did. Fuck, man. Was that everything for today? Alright, monthly, ordinary, tavern tasks. Alright, so it's just an ordinary clone and tavern task. Alright, so what we could do for today's battle next is we could either do some arena battles and get some extra tickets, because I got some of these summit tickets saved up in here. Or we can try our hands at the dungeon. Or the guild. Yeah, we can do one guild battle. Oh, no, we can't. We already milked it. So if anyone has ideas what they want me to try, the dungeon or the arena, and obviously we got two choices in the dungeon. We can go with the advanced or the ordinary. And I'm pretty sure the advanced is our best chance to actually win. So let's try this and see if we should change anything. Should I add in Hermes or maybe an extra healer? Thinking, who should we swap? Or what we could do is take some heroes from Team 1, swap them into Team 2, and see if we can still beat Team 1. Because I'm pretty sure if I add Tengu to Team 2, we might actually win it. So let's try that. Let's swap out him with that and see if that makes the difference. Because, yeah, Tengu is a fucking good tank, right? So if we could make it to the battle with him, never know. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Alright. Or we could even change the element. If anyone's got ideas of what we could do to beat this, I'm always up for it. Oh, fuck, man. If you can get a shop on Monria, those were my favorite shops. I actually owned 3 of them, I think, at one point. Same thing. Bought them for, like, real cheap, like $2,000 a shop. Ended up selling them for, like, $10,000 a shop. Because, yeah, they go in waves and peaks, too, where Monreal will be super popular. The value just skyrockets on their shops. Then, all of a sudden, people stop going to Monreal, and the shops just plummet in price. So, yeah, Monreal is another good one, because, yeah, 500-point shops, man, they're fucking epic. And they're designed so nice. Like, when you're in the Monreal shop, it actually looks beautiful. Like, it's got a giant glass window, and it looks over the moon. Holy shit, does it ever look nice. Yeah, in hindsight, I really wish I would have kept at least one Monreal shop. Fucking always so greedy. He's always trying to sell shit to make money. There's so many times in life where I sold stuff to try to make money, and then after I realized, I was like, fuck, man, I really should have kept that. God, my plans backfire so many times. Holy shit, we made it up to 12 likes. How is that even possible? Alright, did I answer all the questions? New shops. Learning the game. Good Chubbs. Dan Davis. Way off. Yeah, I think we got all the questions. I don't know, if you could get a shop on Rocktropia, I would go for it as well, because Rocktropia is one of those ones too. Goes in waves. Like, when I bought my Rocktropia shop, I paid very little for it. Or I shouldn't say very little. God, I'm pretty sure I paid a fair bit for it. But anyways, yeah, after I paid a fair bit for it, the price fucking skyrocketed like 4 years later. So I did have to keep it for a long time, but I could have resold it for like shitloads of profit. But instead I just kept it, because it's my favorite shop. It'd be like cutting my arm off. Someone's going to pay you to cut your arm off, how much would they really have to pay? Unless you're going to reattach the arm. Oh yeah, that was the worst. One of the guys, like one of my coworkers, not for my company, but one of the other companies we buy supplies from, it was like one of his last shifts before the end of the weekend, and he wanted to go out and party. So he was rushing at work, and he was working on a salt machine. So he was working on the machine, wasn't being very careful, and it was only had like a couple hours left in his shift, and his fucking sleeve got caught in the machine, pulled his arm in, and fucking ripped his arm off. So he had to go rush in the ambulance to get his arm put back on. And yeah, thankfully he survived, and they put his arm back on, but his arm doesn't work right anymore. It's like there was a lot of nerve damage and shit, so his arm is definitely not what it used to be, sadly. Holy fuck, we might actually beat this even without Tengu. Can you imagine? Holy fuck, take out Van Gogh. Yeah, so at least he survived and stuff, but you really gotta be careful at work, right? That's how I got injured too. It was last shift before the weekend. I was just rushing to finish. Man, if I only would have just been more careful. But oh well, what's done is done, and I learned a lot from my injury at least. And lost a lot of knowledge. Yeah, you can't all be all good. Now, the one thing I learned from my injury is I started working on that gravity well research, and some people just love that research, so hey, to some people, concussion was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Oh, Old Stinger works in a warehouse too. Yeah, you gotta be careful, warehouse injuries. I know one of my friends, he worked in a warehouse and he was driving, what was it, one of those tow motors? Like, yeah, or no, he was driving a forklift. So I said he was working on the forklift, driving, and they asked him to go outside and get some stuff out of the yard with the forklift. So he was just driving it outside, and someone had packed like one of the stacks of, like, you know, you can stack stuff up in factories. They stacked up a whole bunch of plastic bumpers that were way too high. And what happened was, I think I could be getting it wrong, but a big gust of wind came in and blew some of the bumpers down, and it fell and hit him on the head while he was working on his forklift. So thankfully, I don't think he got very bad concussion, but it did actually split his head open. He had to shave his head so that they could stitch his head back together. So yeah, that was pretty gross, and he used to have really long hair, so it was kind of like a drastic difference. He went from having super long hair to a shaved head. And to be fair, I think he actually looked way better with the shaved head. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, even like a warehouse job, sometimes you think it's safe, but we gotta be careful, you never know, right? I don't know, is it just me, or we're doing pretty good in this battle? I fucking jinxed it. I figured having Tengu in here might help, because he's a fucking good tank, right? God, we just can't kill any of the heroes, though. You notice that? Like, fuck, they killed one of us. We can't kill any of them. Our fucking attacks are so weak. I was hoping Tengu would help with the attacks, but I think Sea King was actually doing better damage-wise. Although we got Trump down pretty good. Yeah, Old Stinger's right. I shouldn't be jinxing it. Oh, there's one hero down, finally. We even froze Trump. That's a good sign. I don't even think, is anyone getting healed in this on the enemy's team? I don't think they have a healer, right? Boom. Oh, come on. Take out Fat Chili. Oh yeah, did anyone hear the celebrity news? You know 7 to 9 from Voyager? She was on her social media today bragging that she got the 3rd of these. And then she's like telling everyone that those are always safe and that there's no other bad side effects. I was like, come on. Like, she's one of my favorite celebrities, and for her to be going on social media just telling lies like that. I get it that they do help people in a lot of situations, but to say that there's no danger in taking it, that's just fucking bullshit. But maybe she has good intentions, and she really does just want everyone to take the 3rd one because she did. No, and hopefully, yeah, I'm just a little paranoid that taking the 3rd one, if a lot of people do it, is going to spike the cases again. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Because really, that's what happened in Canada last time. They started pushing the doses. We almost had the virus beat. And as soon as we started taking these, our cases skyrocketed off the fucking charts. So I don't know, like, I know a lot of people say it had nothing to do with it, but it just seems so weird, right? Like, we had almost completely wiped out the virus, almost no cases left. And then, like, within a few weeks of taking these, it was like back to the worst it had ever been. So I don't know, the media tried to spin it and say, oh, it had nothing to do with it, it's just coincidence, but I was like, what the fuck, man? That's not a good sign when something's supposed to be working and it has the complete opposite effect. Let's hope. not some sort of conspiracy. No, I have to agree with everything the World Health Organization says, so I'm sure it's not a conspiracy. Can't be. Oh, fuck, our whole team's dead. But look, man, we almost beat Trump. I think, oh, fuck, just as I said that, Tengu starts taking damage. I was gonna say, they can't even hit Tengu. You know what I should do? Maybe change up the team a little bit again. Oh yeah, I don't need the hat anymore. It's so fucking hot, or it was hot before. Now that I open the window, it's freezing. Ah, there goes Tengu. Well, I think that's the best we ever did. So I don't know if I should change that back, or maybe change Team 1 up again. Like, if we could bring her in with Tengu on Team 2, I'm pretty sure that would make the difference, right? Like, Team 2 does not need this guy because... Yeah, because we don't have any healers we're trying to kill. I don't know, I'll try that, but I don't think it'll work. Let's try it anyway, see what we can do. Yeah, my healer in Team 2, well, she died at one point, but she's that ice chick, right? She can heal a little bit. I really got to change her DNA so that she can heal better. Oh, fuck, dead already. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, it'd be so nice if we could finally beat a dungeon level. I know someone gave me some advice in the, what was it, the Discord. So let's read that again. I know someone's gave me this advice before and I ignored it, but I really should take it better because it should work. Alright, they said for the dungeon, oh yeah, the advice is from Fatty. Fatty says, for the dungeon, Zoro will help you beat them. All you need for Zoro is 5 stars. And to grow Zoro with dodge. And then when Zoro dodge inflicts damage to the opponent, that's how we beat them. So I don't know if anyone agrees with that Zoro and all that sounds like a good plan. I don't even know who Zoro is. I'm trying to think. Have I ever had Zoro on my team? Is it one of the heroes that I got rid of? Let's hope not. God, man. We're just not doing good this battle. If it was only the healer we killed first, of course we let the healer survive. Fucking witch. Just kidding. No, I know a lot of hot witches, so I gotta stop making fun of that. Priorities, man. Priorities. Boom. Come on, we can't even kill their healer. For fuck's sakes. Alright, let's skip this and come back, and we'll just do a few quick battles. See if we just get better luck by skipping it a few times. Fuck, man. It's just not working. So apparently having Sekhmet in the first team was pretty much a requirement in order to beat it. Fuck. Just so weird. Alright, so we gotta get him out. Bring Sekhmet back. Fuck off. And instead of putting him in there, fuck, man, I wish we had like another healer we could put in. That's what I was thinking, man. If I could win or clone up Wind to Fury, I think she'd be the healer that we would need to actually beat that level. Because, man, she's a really good healer. I kind of wish I didn't consume her. Alright, so let's check out the Darwin lab. Which class is Zoro? Zoro. Trying to think, who the hell is Zoro? Zoro. Does anyone see Zoro? Wasn't it this guy, was it? No, that's Van Helsing, thank God. Zoro. I don't know, who the hell is Zoro? Oh, Lightning, thank you. Oh, is this Zoro? Yeah, that's Zoro. The Z. I should know that. Now I'm into the Zoroastrians, so I should know Zoro. I don't know, has anyone seen the Simpsons episode with the Zoroastrians? That was a good one. Alright, so what do I need to make Zoro? Him and these. Yeah, that's a reasonable clone to make. I'm one, what is it? Rock God away from making this guy. I believe I can make an extra copy of him, and this guy is really easy to get. So what do you think, everyone? Should I actually make Zoro and try the viewer's advice to beat it? I know we can't make him today, but it'd be one that we could make in the near future. Yeah, we do have the copy of this guy. And I just don't want to waste him because he's a hard one to get, but I'm pretty sure I got enough to make him twice. Yeah, we do. So we could make Zoro and still have another one of him. Alright, so we'll try that in the near future. We'll try making Zoro and see if that plan actually works. Does it sound like a good plan? I think it does. Did someone else super chat or did they just change the calculation? Yeah. They've boosted up my revenue to $4.97. That's what I was thinking, because if George's currency is US, it should come up to more in Canadian dollars. And now they've updated it to $4.97. So thanks, George. It's like $5 Canadian. Sweet. Yeah, because look, next time we're getting a new Santa, so we're going to be damn close for using Santa for something again. And I'm pretty sure I won't make another Hermes. If I make another Hermes, I think I'll lose half my viewers. They'll be like, fuck that, we're not watching anymore. That last Hermes was probably lost at least 10 viewers. Rightfully so. That was a brutal mistake. Oh well. Nothing like a game where you don't make some brutal mistakes, right? I don't know. The only thing I was thinking that I could rebound from that mistake, which probably isn't much of a rebound, but when it comes to DNA, there's actually a few heroes that use Zoro. Or not Zoro, Hermes. Not her. I don't think it's Tengu. I don't think it's him. Who was it that uses Hermes?
Even as a Buddha, your
No.
suitable armor for me.
Man, he uses Frankenstein. It'd be funny to use him.
Your wishes. My command.
The Sahara is
For fuck's sakes, man. I could have swore I had someone that uses him. Yeah, see, once we get hers DNA unlocked, I already got this guy made in gold. So we'll be able to lock him in right away. It increases the rear row's anti-control rate by 20% and defense. Fucking A, man. Can you imagine once I add that? And it looks like he has the Muslim book. It was nice, actually. Shelly joined in for episode, what was it, last Entropia one. And she was saying that she doesn't celebrate Halloween because she's actually Muslim too. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe how many Muslim viewers I have.
I'm a heart-stealing thief, here to take your scroll.
Alright, so there we go. No, some of my best friends are Muslim. I really know hardly anything about the religion because often they don't talk about it. Alright. No, I almost became a Muslim once, but then I learned that the penalty for leaving Islam is punishable by death. So I was like, huh, maybe I should rethink switching to Islam. Oh, here it is. Because I like to try out religions and then leave. So if you can't leave, that's not really the greatest one for me to try. Alright, so when the battle begins, our front row's dodge will increase and back row speed. So I don't know, maybe I should be swapping this out because, like, really, as good as this one is, he hardly ever uses it. Like this poison thing, it hardly ever works. So if it's never working, why don't I just put Hermes in here? Because, yeah, we could definitely use more dodge and more speed, I guess. I don't know. What do people think? Is Hermes worth it to add it to Sea King? It kind of seems better than this one. I could see it if this was working all the time, but it rarely ever does. So I'm like, fuck, man. If it's never working, why don't I swap it? Who else was it? I know I found another one for Hermes, but... must be a hero that I don't have yet. That could be it. Oh no, it's him. Tengu can also link Hermes. So I could do that and increase the stun damage. But this one seems so much better, right? Like increase hero's own critical by 30% and critical damage by 30. Like, isn't that better than just this? I don't know if anyone's got ideas of who I should link Hermes to or just leave him off. And it's so funny, eh? Like, as much as I curse making Hermes, maybe his DNA is worth it. I'm just trying to find some way to justify the horrible mistake. It's like when you get involved with a relationship with a girl you don't really love, but she's super hot. You're like, well, at least she's super hot. Man, oh man. Justify it somehow. Alright, let's see. Supply depot, we did. Alright, so I think the only thing we can do... Oh, we can put deck in. Yes, he's better. Alright, what should we do? I'm thinking still the dungeon. Let's do a little bit more arena battles. I kind of got my ass whooped in the dungeon enough for today. Alright, so we'll claim one of these. That's one of the tricks. If anyone doesn't want to waste all their tickets, just don't claim them until you're actually going to use them. Because if you claim them, don't use them, they just vanish. So that's what I was thinking. Hey, just let them keep building up here. And then claim them later, and then use them. Right, team 1, 2, and 3. See, what I did is I made team 1 the weakest. Which might not be a very good strategy, but sometimes it works. Maybe I should switch. Nah, I'm trying to think. I should really have Samson in there. Yeah, let's do it. Who knows? If we can go first, maybe we'd actually kill some people. Maybe we should change the element to a shield. Yeah, that might do it, eh? Because if we had the shield, yeah, let's try it. Oh, man. Holy fuck, we're already over the 2-hour mark. Alright, so we're going to have to plan some stuff for tomorrow's episode. Well, I guess we'll finish up these arena battles. Let's give a shout out to everyone in the chat first. Alright, so Fatty Kuka. Welcome back to the chat. Augusto, Pasco, Basilio. Warzard the Board, Time Lord. Webcam HD. Just remember, you have to be 18 plus if you click their link, and I don't recommend it. If you want the virtual mate sex machine, it's probably better. Alright, anyways, Warzard 18 plus. Warzard the Board, Time Lord. Alt Stinger 11. I've never actually clicked on that webcam link too. Could be a virus. I'd probably stay clear. Alright, Neo Lyman. Or No Lyman. No Lehman? Lyman? Zahid Abid. Yeah, he was talking about how the Halloween event was trash. Oh, which reminds me, we didn't even open the second pet. So we gotta do that before we wrap up. Or no, let's save one pet for tomorrow. Because we're already over the 2-hour mark. But I'll do that next time. We'll open the new pet. Fuck, can't believe I forgot the pet. I can't say I can't believe it. I should very much believe it. Alright, BR. BR says hi. How much am I earning from the channel? Oh yeah, we answered all that. I think if I had to guess how much I'll make after a year of doing the channel, probably around, let's say, including the Bitcoin referrals and all that, maybe 500 bucks. If I could be right or wrong, maybe off by 100 or two. Somewhere around 500 bucks a year. I know the one page was showing that I make 10,000 a year. I was like, holy fuck, that'd be nice. 10,000 a year. Dear God, I'd be moving out if that was the case. Alright, so no, I couldn't really move out because I'm still looking after my uncle. Alright, George Washington, thanks again. Dan, oh yeah, George with the $4 sticker. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Dan Davis, thanks again for the super chat last time as well. Yamaka or Yamaz Akanoob. Pretty sure that's closer. Alt Stinger 11. No Lyman. Alt Stinger 11. I know I'm reading some of them twice. Try not to miss them. Alt Stinger 11, and Augusto Pasco Pasilio. Alright, so let's give a big round of applause for everyone. I know I have a weird clap. Is there anything I do that isn't weird? Alright, yeah, everyone's got to head out. Viewers are quickly wrapping up. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll finish these arena battles another time. Let's go to the fire screen. Or no, let's skip these. Ah, fuck, we lost again. I just got the 4 tickets and said I was going to use them, and we wrapped it up. Hey, Jeff Purge, he just got here and he's sleepy. Oh yeah, it's like 4 a.m. for you. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, we're just about to wrap up the show, but we're going to cover what we'll do next episode, so you can check that out. Next episode, we're going to burn, where is it? Fuck, man, where is it? Son of a bitch. Oh, there it is, the pet house. So next episode, we will get either a purple or an orange. So that's a pretty fucking sweet pet house. Looking forward to that one. And we will also finish up the Halloween event. We're going to try to get the wish achievement. Hopefully we can win like another 50 pumpkins. That'd be sweet. It'd be fucking sick if we could somehow get the reward and get the gold pet. But I really don't see it happening. Oh yeah, because we'd have to make it to level 2 before we'd even have a chance. So fuck yeah, I don't see that happening. But it'd be nice if it did. It'd be like a miracle. Alright, and what else will we be doing? I think we're going to wrap everything else. Oh, we did already. We finished the casino event. We got the DNA. And to summarize, we got Monk up to level 29. So we're just one level away, roughly around 2,400 DNA points. And boom, we'll have enough DNA to have everyone in our entire team on the base team up to 30, which means all of these heroes will all of a sudden reach 30. Can you imagine? That'll be fucking sweet. See, I really need to increase her DNA, get rid of some of these shitty ones. Like even, I don't know, that one's pretty good, but I'd probably change both of these. Although the hit point isn't too bad, but I should really have double. I love like 2 at the same time. It's better. Not in every case, but in a lot of cases it is. Pardon the puns. Alright, so that's what we'll be doing tomorrow's episode, or whenever I have a chance to record. I'm actually off work tomorrow, but I got a whole bunch of projects I'm going to work on, so let's see if I get time for both. Hopefully we will. Alright, so thanks again everyone. I think we gave claps to everyone. We checked out all that stuff. The Vaporizer. Yeah, thanks to everyone for helping me get closer to reaching 1,000 on those. Yeah, let's go to the fire screen. That's everything. Right, if you happen to get any of the Halloween event pumpkins in your vaporizer, tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can help with a like. Really appreciate it. Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor.
Because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone.
See you later, and good luck this week. Hopefully everyone has a safe week at work. Don't be smashing your shin off trailers like I have been. Alright, see you later. Bye for now. Later. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Jeff. Sorry I came right at the end again. Story of my life. Alright, see you later.